Hello all, welcome back to another episode to A Smoker's Guide to What's for Dinner. This evening we're just going to do a simple bone-in pork chop done on a Smokin Brothers barbecue grill. Hello all, let's dive right into the pork chops. So I got these bone-in pork chops from Essner's Custom Butchering over here in Kelso, Missouri. I went with 1-inch thick pork chops. You can go with 3/4 inch up to 2-inch. I prefer doing 2-inch pork chops, but it's one of those things where those take a little bit longer time than what we have for this video. So we went with 1-inch pork chops because that's more of an average of what you guys can find in your local area, because you do have to go to a custom butcher to get the 2-inch thick pork chops. So what we're going to start out with, you're going to need about 4 bone-in pork chops, depending on your family size, or you can go 6, up to you. We're going to have Hogs SPG rub. We're also going to have Smokin Brothers But the Kitchen Sink, and we're going to have Adam's Apple barbecue sauce as well to finish them off with. So let's dive right into it. You're going to remove the bone-in pork chops from the package, and you're going to rinse them off. You want to rinse them off nice and thoroughly. Just sometimes the butcher will cut the bones and you can get bone shards in the meat, and this gets rid of all of them. Again, it's about presentation and about having a nice product when you're done cooking. Always rinse the meat before you go to start seasoning and cooking it. And you can dab it with a paper towel to dry it off just a touch. So once you got that all done, you've got your pork chops laid out. Now, generally what I'll do is I'll push the pork chops together to make it look like a complete pork, bone-in pork loin. And then I'll season all the edges at the same time, and then roll it over and season it again. This is good to do, especially on the thicker pork chops, because a lot of times people will forget to season the edge. And this allows you to get the edge of that pork chop really good with your seasonings. So then now lay them back out, and then come back with the SPG rub is usually it's the base layer I always put down. And I come back on top with But the Kitchen Sink. So another handy trick to remember, I know we call these rubs, and people always think, oh, I gotta rub it in. No, that's actually not what you wanna do. I always press the rub down into the meat rather than rubbing it into. When you rub it, you move the seasoning around, you don't get quite the even seasoning coat that you would like. So press that rub right down into the center. So once you got all that done, we have the grill out there already cooking at 180, ready to go. Let's go outside and throw these bad boys on. All right, we have our grill out here setting at 180. We're gonna put it on there, get some pre-smoke into them. We're gonna put our pork chops on, and we're gonna take these to 120, and then we're gonna sauce them. All right, we've been cooking for a little bit. We've got it bumped up to 250. We're gonna go ahead and check. We're gonna be hopefully right around the 120 mark on our pork chops. We are perfect. We're sitting about 121 to 122. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and sauce. All right, we're done saucing, and now we're gonna let them go to the hit about 140, and then we're gonna wrap them tight in foil and let them sit for about 10 minutes. All right, we've let the sauce caramelize. We need to go ahead and check, make sure we're about 140 on the pork chops. We're about 140, 142, 143, so we are perfect. We will go inside and tint these. Back inside Smoke Hollow, it's time to taste this smoked pork chop, bone in. Just like what you expect, juicy and tender off of Smokin Brothers Grill. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd appreciate a follow. Thank you. So, from our family to your family, bone-in pork chops, what's for dinner?